I guess my first question, Skeeter, is you did not just tweet this to the real Donald Trump the way that Jim was suggesting, right?
No, but I'm going to next time.
No. That's a great way for me to have like the Secret Service after me. So.
Oh, well.
Wait, we don't have Hazeltine yet.
We had him.
He said he had to log out and log back in because he was.
Yeah,
his
I knew
connection was
that,
empty.
but I didn't realize he didn't get back in. So.
Not yet.
All right. Well, hello to everybody that's watching, and how many people is this?
10 new bodies.
We got 10 people watching.
Not counting the other people in the group who are watching.
Right. Okay. Yeah, 9 because I started talking, and they were like, "Oh, wait, look, people, I trimmed my beard for this one."
But man, you missed the show when I got on. Holy cow!
Yeah, I have hair out to here right now, so it's like jammed down under the hat. I don't think Skeeter's ever seen me with my hair that long.
I dubbed him the Wolfman.
The Wolfman. So we're still waiting for Jim Hazeltine, but we have one thing to resolve with Jim Wampler. So let's begin there.
Yikes!
Because time's running short in the plane of existence where you're located, and so you are find yourself running like hell back to Elijah's secret entrance to the dungeon, and you dash through that door. Have you purchased any equipment while you were in the city? Do you remember what I'm even talking about? You're not back yet from the patron game events.
Okay, so I'm not there.
Right. Okay, so when you're
okay, so you're talking to me. Sorry, I thought you were talking to the rest of the party. I'm like, what are they doing at that dungeon?
No.
All right. I'm with you. Sorry, long day.
All right. Did you buy any equipment in the city?
I did not.
Okay, so you're running like a bat out of hell. You throw open the door to the dungeon, slam it back shut behind you. Remember that you've got no light. Light up your bullseye lantern. Head off toward the magic accumulator, and the blue thing's getting stronger and stronger, and you realize how it is that you've got to get back, and so you run and you dive into the magic accumulator, and then so the rest of you guys are back in the alternate city of Jordoba. What's Jordoba backwards? Abadraj.
I was close.
Is that right? But yeah, Abadraj. Okay, so you're in the city of Abadraj, and you've rented a room in an inn.
I think it's pronounced Abadraj.
It could be. We're not going to go into pronunciations because it means that Jim Wampler will have to tell Tim Kask to watch, and then I'll be in trouble.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because that's about the pronunciation of boulette. Probably everybody who's watching us knows the issue about the pronunciation, whether it's boulette or boulet.
We have to give a shout out to Jim Wampler for maybe the best thread in all of existence. That thing was so freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
So, kudos.
And honestly, the pronunciation does not need to be based in a real world language. And I can prove that by referencing Monty Python.
English Knigget?
No, their whole skit about Raymond Luxury Yachts.
It's pronounced so-and-so, but it's spelled luxury.
It's pronounced, the sign says Raymond Luxury Yachts, but it's pronounced Throatwaddler Mangrove.
Oh, right. Okay, but let's jump on back. You're in the city of Abadraj, no matter how it might be pronounced. And all of a sudden, Elijah comes in. He looks tousled. He looks like he's been in a couple of fights. And from his belt pouch, there is floating a strand of blue mist that goes out for at least 30 feet from him before it gets so thin that you can't really see it.
Yeah. Hey guys, sorry, I took a side trip back home to go on a patron adventure, and horror for XPs.
So was Jim not here with us? This isn't an alternate dimension, another Jim, is it? Or is this our Jim?
The last thing we need
You're
is
gonna
a
have to-
third Jim.
You're going to have to ask him questions to figure out.
Dude, for the orchestric, for the first time in my life, I used the staff and hit a guy with a 26.
Oh yeah,
12 points of
that's
damage.
my Jim. That's totally my Jim. Yeah, I'm gonna need to
For
borrow
30
that
seconds
stick.
before Hobgoblin Shaman charm personed me, I was a fighter.
I charm personed you.
No. Back where I
Different one.
a real
Okay.
Hobgoblin.
Hey, what? Come on now.
You're just a Hobgoblin here, dude. Back home, you're still an elf.
I don't know.
He doesn't feel that that's true in the depths of his raisin-like hobgoblin heart.
I suppose it's possible he could be a half-breed of some kind.
Wow.
True.
It's an
Now
elf
just
hobgoblin.
Actually-
trashing on my parentage now. Jeez. Christ.
Actually, this suddenly makes sense. You're orchestric. You're from this plane.
Maybe.
Because you're the hobgoblin. You are the planar traveler. Like, you're at home here.
We're
You're actually
digressing.
from here.
We're digressing from my lineage here.
I don't even know who you are anymore, man.
Hey,
It's not a digression. This is a critical point.
hey, you still love elves. Hold on to that one.
Just hold that close to your heart.
Yeah. I have seen your literature of choice. You love elves.
I hold it close to my heart.
He has a
Yeah.
That's not where you're holding it. Can we get back to Jim now?
You say Hobgoblin, I say elf. You say Bulette, I say Boulet. Who cares?
Okay, so we are now plugging in the correct Mini's eye view camera. Let's switch over to it. Well, actually, I guess we don't quite yet switch over to it. So.
One of us should take it upon ourselves to alert Matt of things he needs to do early on in the day.
Hey, I am totally good. You said get minis. I got minis.
I said get your terrain.
Yes, it's there.
I said get your notes. And
I
do you
don't
want
have
me
any
to?
notes.
Do you want me to repeat what you said?
I don't have any. That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah, sort of. It was a little more colorful.
And I trimmed my beard.
I'm so excited for the TPK that's going to happen this session.
No, you shut your dwarf mouth. Man, I really had to get a hold of that train of thought. That was going really wrong.
You're a little wedded to this character. All right.
Yeah.
The okay, so what do you guys do? You're in the inn, and you know that y'all are gonna die if you don't rescue this other group of people that's supposed to be sacrificed in the Plaza of Four Lions. And you're not sure why it is that you're going to die. The supposition that it's because this is the prime material plane and you guys live in the secondary material plane Muriel indicated that that's not correct. It's just that, you know, destiny-wise, you guys are going to die if these people aren't rescued.
Okay, so do I get my ogres? Are they going to join us? Because I had put the call out for...
Yeah,
backup.
you can get 2 ogres. Hang on, let me go and... well, actually, I probably got 2 ogre figures. Okay. You have 2 ogres with you.
Do we know when the execution is scheduled? I think we did. I just don't remember.
Yes. It at this point, it's scheduled for the evening of this night.
Yeah, I was about to say it's near term. I think.
Yeah.
Like in the now time frame.
All right. Any other preparations? You suspect that you know where this Plaza of Four Lions is.
Time Traveler Jim, can I borrow your magic stick?
There you go.
All right. Let's do this thing. I got ogres and a magical stick ready to go.
You
Okay.
have my sword.
And I leveled up as a fighter, so I got some more hit points.
I'm very proud of you for choosing the better path.
Well, it's kind of going to happen for both of them, so. Sometimes I like to make you happy, sometimes I like to make Jim happy. But not too happy, either one of you.
Oh.
That leads to no good.
Okay, so you guys are heading over to the plaza, yes?
No time to get my wand recharged, so yes.
And one more.
Hearts for Ariok. I mean Maladar.
I am comfortable with this. Is this the first time we've had the full boat of characters here?
No, I think
No.
that happened the first time that Liz joined us, because then whoever it was she was subbing for was then able to get on, I think.
Well, it had to have been Jim.
I was gonna say I thought
Yeah.
I was subbing for Jim because you all needed a cleric, so I made one.
Okay, so maybe this is the first time that we've had the full.
Doing God's work.
Second time.
Hey, as long as you guys can... anybody in the clerical persuasion happen to pray for a spell of silence? Just out of curiosity.
Nope. Not this
Oh.
cleric.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't there technically last time around, so I suppose I could have done so, but
Just saying that's usually very handy against opposing
Casters.
magic users. Just saying.
just saying. Well, I could do that, and that would put my healing spells down to 2 at that point, if everyone is okay with that.
If anybody's got any bright ideas, now's the time, because us just charging into the Lion Square, taking on the entirety of the Lich Guard, and for all we know, one of the Lich Council, I don't know how we're supposed to do that, really.
Do we have any more explosives? Because that worked real well last time.
Nope.
I've got one
Wow.
charge left in the wand I can blow.
I have a sleep grenade.
Ooh, that's
Oh, I have one of those too.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. I have a sleep spell, which I am going to use to take out the low-level minions of the Lich Guard.
Well,
You
we
know,
got webs.
One thing I think
too.
is funny is that when you get the list of the people who do not have explosives, as opposed to those who do have explosives, the ones who do have explosives correlate precisely with the higher wisdom scores.
Higher wisdom scores.
It's all relative.
I'm out of bombs.
I have a flask of oil. Actually, I have 2 flasks of oil. Someone could create an explosive with that.
We
I
get
have a
mystery
vial of
potions.
demon ash.
That's spicy and delicious, and don't waste it.
I could
I
light
have a
that on
dark
fire.
dark.
I came back with a magic item. I have no idea what it does or how it works, but in a desperate moment, I'll pull it out.
Oh boy. To answer your question, Jim, no. We have no plan. And honestly, do we need one? We're not going to follow it anyway.
Well,
Oh, I didn't mean plan. I just meant everybody get thinking.
Oh, yeah. If we had Ian, he could create a one-round plan, which is ridiculous as it sounds. Works every single time I've seen him do it.
Oh, you watched him do it last night and it didn't work at all.
Well,
it worked
that
good enough to
wasn't-
get him out of a TPK that I thought he was dead meat in.
He didn't.
Hey, it
he
wasn't a
didn't call-
TPK.
He didn't call one-round plan. When he's done that at the
MPK.
table, it works.
Yeah, I thought everybody but Gabe was dead, and 2 of you guys squeaked out of there.
I thought they were dead too. I was pretty surprised. I forgot about the play dead strategy that Emily used, which was perfect. I mean, that was exactly the thing to do in that situation. So anyway, so here we're rehashing the other episode of the Heroes of Jordoba. I just remembered that we're like on actual camera, so a lot of people have actually watched that episode.
Yeah.
Well, we're pretty sure that execution site is the place in the dungeon that Shane's got mapped, right?
Yeah, the 4 lions.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, y'all know where it ought to be, so.
Let's
all right,
go.
you just head there.
Let's do
All right.
this thing.
Head over there. And
Do you want to do hit points for the ogres
No,
and
you can-
armor class, or
Oh, kitty belly.
okay, you guys walk into the square. There you are.
Casual like. We just walk in casual.
Just like stroll on in. We're here to watch the execution like everybody else.
Yep.
so? Am I rolling for the ogres?
You can go ahead and roll for the ogres. They're 4
Okay.
plus 1 hit dice. Their armor class, I don't know, 6.
Can we disguise ourselves as something not like the people getting executed? Although it would be kind of awesome. We're just like, oh, our twins.
Oh yeah, no, that's our first move is to
Nice.
scream. You got the wrong guys. Draw the fire at us.
Well, we want to rescue ourselves, not like take our places, right?
Which is
Well,
we're
we're-
going to cause massive confusion.
Ogres,
of these-
ogres are armor class 5, Skeeter.
We were armed.
One of
and looking
these
for bear.
ogres is definitely a guard, and one of them is definitely a leader.
All right. So here you guys are in the sort of the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Is that one mini lockjaw from the Inhumans?
I don't know. What mini?
Which one?
The one that looks like a giant bulldog.
I didn't see it. Where is it?
To right a camera. I'm
Oh.
hallucinating. Don't pay any attention to me.
No, it's all right. That would be cool if it was.
All right, so there's your group. There's your second ogre a little further in the background. So from left to right in the front rank, we've got Tovak, we've got Elijah, we've got Rekestric, we've got Thibodeau, and then a little further back, we have got Artemisia and the 2 ogres. Oh, and you've got,
Purgatory the Badger.
yep, Purgatory the Badger. Where's Purgatory the Badger? Okay, so here is
And where's Rocky?
I was going to say,
Purgatory the Badger.
no battle is complete without dropping a large ceiling or rock on top of our pack.
Poor guy. We should just get him a helmet.
Yeah, like a football helmet, you know.
Yeah, just a giant helmet.
Actually, a hockey helmet would be more kind of in keeping with the theme.
Yeah, that would be good.
True. Okay, so all right, so y'all stroll into the square, and then from
It's not conspicuous at all.
the your eye view on this, so you're able to sort of peer down the street to the side, and then turn it around.
Boy, that's a ghetto down there.
And look at that. There is one of the lions. There's another one of the lions.
Oh, those are what I thought was a giant bulldog.
Yeah. Ah, okay. And then looking the other way, you've got there's the
The
statue.
trolls
That's the statue of
and
the
a giant foot.
god Gamra. That's right. There's a giant foot. And then there is the other lion there. And then once again, okay, so
Why do
here
you
you
keep
guys
glancing
coming in.
over the trolls over there?
What do those lions do back in our...
They're just clay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's- Well, there was like a
There was like a
a
switch
hidden
in one of
thing
them.
there.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a mechanism in one of them.
All right, so you guys are there, and then so out from the side, one of the side streets. So yeah, okay, there they are. So
Yay.
It looks bad.
2 trolls come out, and behind them there is a line of 4 prisoners. The one that's first in line is wearing a white robe and a sort of teal-covered hood, and looks vaguely like Elijah. The second one in line is a hobgoblin with horns. The third one in line is a
Fucking
snake.
mutant.
The third one in line is a jointed metal cobra, and the fourth one in line is a large turtle, only his shell looks like it's metal. And so they are sort of lined up in the square, all wearing, all chained to each other.
Guys, I don't think that's us.
And so there's the, there they are. What do you do?
I totally think that's us.
So it's a
Kovac
metal
is the turtle.
a scorpion,
Thibodeau is obviously the
Cobra.
snake.
cobra. Okay, sorry.
And I'm pretty sure I'm the wizard.
Well, you got to remember now, my aunt recognized me.
Are you sure we aren't getting pranked by Muriel?
Now that you mention
it's a
it,
prank.
not even a little bit.
She's
It's-
like, you guys.
You guys
Yeah.
let me die to that scorpion, and now
You guys have been making up stories about me for so long. I'm going to have a little
payback
fun.
time.
So I'm going to drop a web on one of the trolls.
Okay, so Jim opens up hostilities.
Who's holding the chains?
They're just chained to each other. Okay. So web spell goes off.
You need to give me a heads up so I can cast a spell at the same time you do, instead of just
No.
waiting to see it happen.
Sorry.
I start
The
casting
go word
a
was
spell.
casting a spell.
I'm just trying to get one in before initiative starts.
Okay, I start casting as soon as I see spiderweb sprouting.
Okay. So let me get my spider web.
Is there anybody behind the trolls?
You don't know yet. You can't see past the trolls. Okay, so all of a sudden,
That's a lot of dog hair.
it's just oh, you have no idea. I have limitless quantities of dog hair. You can cast all the web spells that you want.
Really? Because I want to cast
I'm
one.
going to take you up on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the trolls is web. Now it's going to be out fairly shortly because they're strong enough to tear their way through. But you've got him in there at the moment. Then we roll. Let's see. We roll to see how quickly they move, and we will start the initiative round. And it will start with any
Weren't you getting ready to
spells.
cast, Skeeter?
I'm
6.
getting ready to. Yeah.
6 and 4 is a 10, so they go in 10. And yeah, but you got yours up way early.
You jumped the initiative gun.
Okay, so spells and missiles. Nobody has anything prepared unless you have a missile weapon in hand. Anyone?
Mm-mm.
I didn't hear
Okay.
them.
Yes, I'm going to forgo the spell and just use the bow and start the damaging.
Okay.
I am going to shoot the troll not in the web.
Okay.
And, oh, I split the difference. I got a 20 and a 1.
Oh, that happened to... Who did that keep happening to? Anyway. All right.
If it's missiles, I got a missile attack when it gets to me.
20 is a hit, and so...
4 points of damage.
All right. I have to roll up his hit points and see what he's got.
Come on, one.
Ooh!
Doesn't sound like a one.
And
That's a troll.
And
Mhm.
while I'm doing that, I yell to the ogres, grab the prisoners. Get them out of here.
Okey-dokey.
Don't need them.
All right, so Jim, you webbed the smaller of the two ogres, smaller of the two trolls. Now you realize.
That's okay.
Okay. Anybody else have So, Jim, you said you're using a missile weapon, or are you starting to cast a spell?
No, I'm going to throw my bullseye lantern at the web.
Okay, roll to hit. Don't get a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Oh, easy. God, you scared me for a second.
Okay.
I didn't know how high up he was going to go.
I got an 11.
Okay. So your bullseye lantern goes into the web. With a roll of 11, it doesn't smash right in front of it. It hangs for a worrisome moment up in the webs, and then it sort of tilts over, and oil runs down and into the web on fire, and the webs begin to burn. Roll 2 8-sided dice for me.
7 total.
Okay.
Heal that back, troll.
He won't be able to. That's the beauty of the whole thing. All right, so so the troll starts yelling and screaming in there. Anybody else on spells and missiles? Okay, rolling around through to the melee phase. Nobody's in melee. Movement phase. I know that the 2 ogres are now going to move up. So your 2 ogres go up to try and get the. You told them to get the prisoners, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they're going up to try and get the prisoners. All right,
Pick them up by the neck.
in Dex order, Thibodeau, I think you're first. Any movement?
I want to go toggle the switch that's in that lion.
Okay, so Thibodeau runs crosswise over to the lion in that corner there. Who's next? Somebody's got a 15, right? It's one of the
Lethe.
gyms.
That's
Okay.
Lethe, yeah.
All right.
Lethe does.
Any movement?
No. Lethe will prep a spell.
Okay. So here's the. So give us a better view of what all's going on. Not really. You know, we're just going to take it that nobody pays attention to the statue in the middle. That makes it a little easier to see everything. You're prepping a spell. Who's okay? I got my 14s, right? So that's Rekestric and Tovak. Tovak, what do you do?
Tovak's gonna move around, I guess, the statue that was there and go try and fight that troll.
Okay. I guess we leave the statue there. I'll just turn it a little sideways. Okay. Tovak runs around through here and prepares to commit mayhem on the troll. Rekestric?
I shot.
You can still move. I'm doing phased again.
Yeah, I'm moving up with the stick.
To where?
The troll I just shot.
Okay. Okay, so that's
Can I get in between the troll and the ogres trying to get the guys away?
Actually, I've already got Tovak's already taken up that.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure it's not an
Yeah.
easy grab for the troll.
They're not going to be able to reach out and grab one of the prisoners.
Okay.
Okay, so in fact, let me one thing that might work well would be if I used that overhead cam. And so if I plug that in, man, I got all kinds of sounds going off in my computer here. Let me see if I can switch us over to a more overhead camera.
Someone in chat is suggesting you actually physically light the dog hair on fire.
I think that would be a huge error.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing people in chat rooms do. I don't know why it's purple.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jeez.
Your cable's probably a little bit loose.
You're missing your R with your G and your B.
it's fog of war.
Fog of War.
It's usually a disconnected cable.
It's the purple of war.
It's pretty cool.
Let's try it again. It's mad at me for unplugging it.
Probably.
And Purgatory will be moving up to take a piece of troll as well.
Okay.
We should all be
Hey,
keeping
there we go.
keeping a keep a weather eye out on our rear guard too.
That's what we got Lethe for.
Yeah.
I'm
Lethe
just saying.
always-
I know how the laws of physics work in this universe. Watch our rear.
Okay, so so Lethe looks over sort of toward the gate here. And that's where
Fucking bugbear shows up to knock us out.
that's right, a bugbear with sleep grenades. Dun, dun, dun.
It was done.
He would be coming from the street that you guys came from. That's where his lair
Yeah.
is.
Every multiverse, he's there.
Yeah, just
Our nemesis.
no escaping the bugbear. All right, so we've got Lich Guard
Huh.
coming in over here.
Overplayed my hand.
Okay. Maybe we should have saved the web cells for these assholes.
No, that's my sleep spell that I now can't cast.
Well, I've got the sleep grenade and I've got a spell prepped. So
Loaded for bear. That's like in the movie Aliens when she takes out the big fucking gun.
Oh boy.
All right, the where were we? We were doing movement, and who did I get to on movement? Rekestric, you moved, and that means
I think it's Liz's turn.
yeah. Well, we're down. Yeah, so we're down to the 13 dexterities.
I'm also a 14 dex.
Oh, okay.
But what do I know about Lich Guards? Are they just fighters? Do they also have spellcasting abilities of any kind? What exactly do they do?
So far, what you've seen is just that they are fighters. But there's the one guy who's in the lead here, who's throwing little fireballs from hand to hand. They do have leader types. Y'all just haven't really run into anybody particularly powerful in the Lich Guard yet.
Okay.
But there is a guy at the front there who is wearing all the Lich Guard, skulls and scary stuff, except his isn't armor. It's a robe, and he looks really, really magic user-ish.
Oh.
Okay. And so the question for this phase, Liz, is whether you're moving.
If I don't move, but just concentrate on casting, would he be within range of using that silence spell, or do I need to move to get into range?
What's the range on your silent spell?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that.
I will count the distance while someone looks that up.
I got it.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
180 feet.
180 feet.
All right, and you are 70 feet away from the spellcaster.
Okay. In which case, I will not move, but I will just completely concentrate on casting the spell at the enemy spellcaster.
Alrighty. I know I've got some people who are slower than the 14. Tovak, do we drop all the way to Tovak? Okay.
I'm not moving.
All right.
He's already moved.
That's right. It's Jim comes after Liz, and then Alla. Okay, so Alla is Tovak. Tovak's already moved.
Yeah, he's already moved. He moved after Rekestric. We're both on 14s.
And I did not forget anyone. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, great. So that's y'all's movement. In their movement, the Lich Guard moved in. The troll decided that he didn't need to go anywhere because dinner was delivered. So we go back to the top of the round. Spells and movement. Spells and missiles. Thibodeau, you're standing over there. Obviously, your situation is not good because you're over there with the lion, and you've got Lich Guard right next to you. What do you do? Any spells or missiles?
Spells or missiles? No spells or missiles.
All right, moving along.
Before he moves, can I yell as a free action?
Wait, we're just doing spells and missiles. So you can yell. I mean, you can yell now. What do you want to say?
Fire in the hole.
All right. Lethe, are you moving?
Nope. Casting though.
Tovak moving?
Oh, you
wait,
said
wait,
movement.
wait.
Wait a minute. You
All
said
right, yeah,
spells and
Spells
missiles.
and missiles.
See, Jim threw me all the way off there. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Thibodeau, no spells and missiles. Lepe,
Not spells and
spells-
missiles. Huh?
Lepe,
I
spells
have
and
a spell.
missiles. All right,
yes.
what are you casting?
I am casting Hold Person.
All right, and where are you casting that?
I am, well, it's 1 to 4 targets.
Right?
So I'm going to hit the spellcaster first, and then any other Lich Guards surrounding him next.
Okay, sounds good. Roll a d4 and let me know how many people you're affecting.
4.
All right. So I got saving throws, and we'll do the spellcaster first, and he rolls a 6.
Ooh.
And so he is level that, so that's going to be a... Not going to do it. So the spellcaster freezes in place, and then I've got 3 Lich Guard that might freeze in place. That is a fail, and 1 success. Okay, so I've got... So over here, we've got the 2 Lich Guard that are nearest to Thibodeau are both frozen now. So is the magic user that was over here near Thibodeau.
Hey,
And
Tibby, you're
the other
welcome.
4.
That was a well-chosen spell, too.
Better than some.
I prefer it to silence.
All right, the Tovak, no missiles. Rekestric, you're in combat. Liz, your spell.
Okay, yeah. Looking through the book, I should not be able to cast silence after all. So that's
Why?
a 2nd level spell, and I'm only a 3rd level cleric.
Okay.
So
Oh no.
yeah, so unfortunately, I can't do that.
Okay.
So
Pick a different spell then, which
Oh.
you don't have to cast, obviously, but you could throw in another heal spell to replace that.
okay. So I guess I won't be doing much of anything this round because I had miscalculated.
That's all right. We're gonna need you
Yeah,
real
this-
soon.
It's about to get dicey.
The
See what you did there.
Clerics are always
Ooh,
wanted.
that is nice. Oh man.
I appreciate the second delay. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's all good.
The that brings us through. So Liz and then Elijah. All right. Any spells or missiles?
Fireball wand targeted on the caster.
All right. Fireball wand targeted on the caster. And so Thibodeau, make a saving throw. And caster, fail. There's 1 success.
12 make it?
You're what level thief?
You kind of know that.
5th.
Okay, so 14,
Oh, dude, did you not drop and roll when I yelled fire in a hole?
12.
Does it seem like it's movement yet?
11 is what you need. So yeah, 12. You make your saving throw. How much damage are you doing, Jim, with the fireball?
$22.
Okay. So that is going to kill the spellcaster. It's going to kill these 2 guys.
I guess the Hold Person wasn't required.
84.
Hey, it's always better to overspell.
I'm rolling lots of bad saving throws here. All right. So
Like to hear that.
22, 22, 22.
Dang!
Let's see. It was centered on the spellcaster. So the radius on that is going to be about 30 feet. Yes. So
33 hexes.
yeah. So 1,
It can go up too.
3, 4. All right, so the troll needs to make a saving throw.
Oh shit!
That's a 19.
How big are those
Make a
squares?
Saving throw. 5 feet. Not 10. 5.
Hey,
all right.
I will happily get scorched.
Troll takes 11. That is
Sorry for the collateral damage, but I'm all out now.
2. Then the web. Let's see, how far is that from there? 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the webs don't go up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, Tovak and Rekestric make saving throws.
I did.
Okay, so everyone who makes the saving throw takes 11.
Oof.
Sorry,
hurts,
guys.
Everybody who fails it takes 22. Okay, rescued prisoner fails it, takes 22. How many hit points does Thibodeau have? Shane?
You can lay my guy down.
Oh, really? How many hit points do you have?
I got 19.
19. Okay, and you failed the save?
No,
you
you made the save.
I'm
You
late.
made the save.
Okay. So you're up. You've got like 8 hit points. And you've got 19, and the snake made the saving throw. No, the snake failed the saving throw, so the snake's dead. The ogre's protected from the statue by the statue. Okay.
Flame wraps around.
Would it wrap around?
Of course.
It expands to fill the space.
It's an open space.
All right, we'll say that it does.
Yeah, we're not indoors. It
Yeah.
can blow up.
Okay, so all right, so that's the aftermath of the spell. There, let me just fix it on there for a second. We've got all but one of the Lich Guard are down. The troll is damaged. The webs did not ignite. It didn't. That was right at the edge of the circle where it was coming out.
The webs should already be on fire.
Yeah.
Well, they are already on fire, but I mean, a fireball would have
Evaporated them.
Yeah, exactly. They'd just be gone, right then. Also the roof of the temple that is to the right of the of that gate, that roof is also somewhat on fire. Not a whole lot because it's earth tiles, but the wood that's underneath it is on fire.
Somewhat on fire.
It is.
Delicately on fire.
It's partially detonated.
It's flirtatiously burned.
It's coquettishly exploded.
I have a technical statement. I don't know if anybody wants to hear it, though.
I do.
The fireball is a 20-foot radius. Tovak would be out, and that prisoner would not have taken any damage.
20 foot.
It's 20 foot.
Get a book.
Well, you know what? We're in an alternate universe, and it's
It can be 80.
He's absolutely right. What I just did was I did a fireball that has a 10-foot roof over the top because all the fireballs normally have a 10-foot roof over the top. So, all right, that undoes the damage on Tovak, Rekestric, the snake, and the troll. So my troll's back up.
God, I wish you could hear the sparks flying in my brain because I thought I had it figured right. Then you're showing me how I had it figured wrong, and now I'm going, "Oh crap!"
Well,
What
no,
I
but we just pulled it back. It actually it was right. You except for the fact that Thibodeau didn't have a chance to move because you yelled. That yell that you did was still before the movement
Too
phase
late.
of the round. So yeah.
That's right. Because ordinarily it has a roof over its head.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I've got sort of in my head that, what the size is of a fireball that goes off, but here it's going up just as much as it's going sideways. So, all right. So we've got the correct results of the fireball there. And That was in the end of the spells and missiles round.
So no Thibodeaux have been killed.
No, Thibodeau's got like 8 points.
No, did I get hit or not?
You got hit, but you saved. And so you took 11 points.
Yeah, lay me guy down.
I thought you said you had 19.
I do.
Okay, so you're just playing dead.
Always.
All right.
Smart. Hey, it worked for the other halfling.
Okay, so
Now you stop, drop, and roll.
with a cry of a mortal wound, Thibodeau drops down behind the lion on the side where the lever is. And all right, going back to the top, then we've got that was spells and missiles. Now it's melee. Thibodeau's not in melee. Lethy's not in melee. Tovak, you can attack.
Okay. It's 14. Let me see what. Not sure the.
That's armor class 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not armor class 4. They're something worse than that. So that's a hit.
I need to pull up my charts.
Oh wait, trolls. Trolls. I'm thinking about ogres. Ogres are armor class. They are armor class 4, so it's a hit.
Okay. And then that's going to do 6 points of damage.
Okay. And that is weapon damage, so that's recoverable.
But if it matters, it is magical weapon damage.
It doesn't make a difference. Okay, so that's Tovak. Rekestric, you're in melee.
Hit him with the magic stick,
Okay.
and that's going to be a hit. Come on. 13 points of damage.
Very nice. He's pissed. And Liz, are you? Oh, you're not in melee. Okay, so now it's their turn, and so Troll is going to. Let's see. He'll do 1 claw attack on Tovak. That's a 9. That's a miss. 1 claw attack on Rekestric. That's a 14. What's your armor class now?
My armor class is 3.
Okay. He might be able to hit you with that. 6 hit die creature, armor class 3. He needs a 10, and so yeah, that's a hit. And so he claws you, doing a whopping 1 hit point of damage with the claw, and then he's going to bite you and miss with the bite. That's the trolls. And oh, you guys, so your ogres, by the way. Oh well, that we'll get that in the movement phase. Dang, they're sort of eviscerated at this point. That sucks. Okay, so
No, it's cool. They did well. They did great. Matt, you're doing a great job, man.
they don't need reinforcements, Matt. They don't need reinforcements.
No, totally fine.
All right, so that's melee movement. Thibodeau.
I'm laying there.
Okay. Movement. Lethy.
No movement.
Okay.
No, beg your pardon. I will move up behind Orchestric and Tovak.
Okay. All right, so there's Lethy.
Behind them, like with them between me and the troll.
Oh, okay.
Ready to
I
cast
thought you-
heals, but not ready to melee.
I thought you just meant something a little more heroic than that, but okay. So you're going to position yourself safely.
Medic.
Tovak. Movement.
Nah, he's gonna stay where he is.
Rekestric.
Movement? No.
Liz. Any movement?
I will move forward so I can get into melee range.
Okie doke.
Don't forget you got that mace.
Put you there. All right. And Elijah.
I'm going to stand ground.
Okay.
Are the
That's right. The ogres and people.
Oh,
Right. So
damn.
your ogres.
Purgatory is attacking.
Okay. So there's the turtle.
Purgatory is not attacking.
Did you say our doppelgangers are chained together?
Yes. All right. So Purgatory. Was Purgatory going to move up and attack it at some point in that? Is that
I thought he was already moved up.
Purgatory? No.
Oh, is he in the way back?
He can be. Yeah, he
Oh
can be.
no, then if he's in the way back, he's gonna go after the Lich Guard.
Okay. All right, so that's where Purgatory will have moved to. Then
2 Lich Guards still up?
1 Lich Guard.
Okay.
This troll breaks out of his web, but he doesn't get to move as well. The Lich Guard is going to run away, yelling, "Help, help, help."
Does Purgatory get to bite him as he's running?
Not yet, because Purgatory was just moving up. Purgatory's pissed, and Purgatory's going to run after him.
Yay. Good boy. Who's a good boy?
Tell him to fetch.
And knowing Purgatory, all that's coming back is bits.
That gets you a treat.
He does. He knows. You know, he can trade gobbets of flesh for biscuit.
Yep.
Reliably. All right, so the Lich Guard guy has run. That's all of the movement in this phase. And so now we move to just switching weapons around, anything like that. And then we'll move back up to the top of the round. So Thibodeau. Spells and missiles?
If nobody's around, no.
Nobody is around. Now you're completely clear.
No spells, no missiles.
Okay. Spells and missiles, Lethy?
Oh, did I have a chance to prep another one, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next round.
Next round. So I prep one now.
This is the next round.
Yeah, this is the next round in which you could cast one.
Okay. Are either Kestrick or Tovak hurt?
Not really.
In that case, okay. Well, in that case, no, I don't cast the spell.
Okay. Liz, any spells or missiles?
Nope.
Elijah?
No, but I'm going to ask the ogres to start breaking the chains off the prisoners without hurting them.
Alrighty. Who is still in melee combat? Because now we go to melee.
Me and Tovak and Liz.
Right. Okay. So all three of y'all also have all of your frontliners.
What happened to the web?
Go in 14. He
He
broke
broke
out
through.
of it.
Oh shit.
He should have been
Alright.
taking damage from the fire this whole time, though, right?
Yes, he has. Roll me roll me 2d6 to see what he took in those 2 rounds.
He took 10.
Nice.
All right, so he's down 10 fire damage.
Very nice.
Okay, and then so in the melee, whatever order you guys want to go in. Liz, go ahead and attack your troll, and you're about to have issues with the other troll as well.
Alrighty. Oh, crud. Where is my 20-sider?
Oh, come on, newbie.
I have all the rest of my dice here.
You're pulling a Matt Finch right now.
Sorry, I'm totally unprepared, apparently.
That's pulling a Matt Finch.
It is par for the course.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yay.
That's a second set of dice. She had a second set of dice within reach, Skeeter. You, the first time that we said everybody grab your dice, you had to get up and move to find yours.
Mine
And
haven't moved since we started.
And now I have 3 sets sitting here just in case something happens to one of the dice.
All right. Probably missed with an 11.
Probably your second level, right?
Third level.
Third level, trying to hit AC 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss. Okay. Tovak.
Go get him, Tiger.
That's gonna hit AC 4.
Okay, that's what they are.
And, 8 damage.
Ow. That's right. Tovak hits like a brick. Okay. And Repestric.
That's a big hit. For 11 points of damage.
Wow. That kills this troll. So you are now 1 troll down, 1 troll remaining.
Liz, oil the troll!
Yeah. Flask oil and torch time.
Okay. All right, and anyone can switch weapons. So anybody who wants to take out oil or something like that, or switch to a missile weapon, can do that.
I will do that.
All right, then roll into the top of the round. Thibodeau, spells, missiles.
Nope, waiting for movement though.
Oh, that's right. I skipped the movement phase. So going top of the round on movement phase. Thibodeau, movement.
I'm gonna pull myself up weakly so I can toggle the switch.
All right.
Oh, dude,
right.
you remember what it does, don't you?
He remembers what it did in the other world.
We'll see what happens here.
Right, and so that's and it's at the hour a little bit. So we're going to take our break, and when we come back, we'll find out what happens when the switch is thrown,
It's the end of the world.
as we know it.
A bomb goes off. Oh, man.
Gonna be interesting to see what happens.
I think you guys can take the troll, which makes me want to run after the other Lich Guard. But Purgatory probably has them.
My fear is that we just rescued the wrong things.
Well, 2 of them look like us.
Ish.
Well, even if they are the wrong things, we at least did something nice. You guys are always on my case about not doing anything nice, and the minute I do something nice, now you're complaining about it. I'm never doing anything nice
What if we
again.
rescued
Wait.
homicidal murderers?
We're more or less following St. Muriel's direction, so Lethy just send a question upstairs.
Yeah.
Didn't you just rescue yourself? That's what you think you did, right?
That's what I believe I did, so I think I'm doing what she wanted us to do.
Not you, Elijah. I mean Orchestric. You just went on a huge rampage about how you just did something nice. What you did is rescue yourself.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I don't care about the Orchestric from here.
It was totally self-serving.
I don't care about him here.
Except that if he dies, you die.
I don't
Yeah, you do
believe
care
that.
about that.
See?
Well, maybe.
Okay. So
You
don't get
might
on this
have-
big jag like you've all of a sudden turned over a new leaf and you're Mr. Nice Guy now.
Oh, I have absolutely not.
Or that you're even Mr. Nice Guy for this 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're totally misconstruing this.
Well, I got to figure out what you guys want me to do, because I can start running with these prisoners, or I can help burn trolls, like the normal way with a torch or something.
Burn the troll.
Okay. You think your ogres can get them back?
Yeah. They should have the standard order of get out of immediate danger. We still have to harvest the Lich Guards. Don't think I've forgotten about that job description.
Good call, by the way, Skeeter, on catching the radius of the fireball. That was going to be very ugly.
I don't think it would have been the difference maker, but that's what it is. So it was more about Tovak, because I thought the trolls were going to paste him. Thought they were going to go after Alla, but then I realized I was doing too much damage. I made myself a target.
Well, I'm sorry for screwing up. I counted off squares and thought I had it, and then the caster figure got nudged up a little, and I didn't measure it right.
Well, what happens when you split the party? I mean, I suppose.
Well, wiping a mob of those guys that were about to join our melee seemed like a good priority.
Yeah.
Although I will say that 3 of them were held, and I did have a sleep grenade.
Well, it went off at the same time, is the thing. I mean, you had them held, and then Jim bombed them. So.
I'm not arguing with the outcome.
Yeah. I mean.
They're all dead. We're still alive.
The only thing I can't see what the rest of the square looks like. So I mean, that gets into the whole. Okay, how much control do you have over launching a fucking catapult fireball? I mean, I've thrown a football and it's gone awry sometimes, and I'm pretty good at it. So you can't always lay that right in there. It'll be fine. We'll shake it off. We'll recover. Plus, when you start throwing fireballs around, it impresses the onlookers.
Well, I am addicted. I'll cop to that.
Hey, we just got to get you some more juice for that flamethrower. Craziness.
In my defense, when I thought there was a gelatinous hypercube about to wipe the whole party, I took my own fireball right in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you don't walk the walk.
There are 2 types of wizards in the world, Jim, and you know this as well as I do. Those who have fireballed their party and those who are going to.
Pretty much. Olla, you're muted. I don't know what clever thing you had to say.
I'm just saying he's not wrong.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of the fireball spell.
It's there to kill the party. And also the bad guys.
And any bad guys who are stupid enough to get close. Ah, good stuff. Well, it looks like I might be in a 5e playtest game on Saturday. How exciting. All right, I'll be back.
Whew. If I was a patron, I would watch this game just for the kittens.
Yeah, there's a lot of cats going on in this game.
Speaking of which, how are Mike and your kids?
They're doing okay. You may have read one of my comments to Jen Brinkman about how our older cat just now is at the point where she will tolerate the presence of the new cat, but she still doesn't really like him. And if he gets too close to her, she'll hiss at him or just make the uncappy noise. Although it's kind of funny, if he sounds like he's hacking up a hairball or something, if she's in another part of the house, she'll kind of rush over to see if he's okay. And then as soon as she realizes he's not dying, then she's no longer interested in being near him, and she'll just kind of growl at him and go off again.
They're weird how they have their own little personalities.
Yeah. Mike and I joke that she's checking to see, ooh, are you dying? Oh, you're not. You know. You know. But yeah, he seems to be really wanting to be friends with her, but she's not interested at all.
That was hilarious when you were like all ready to volunteer Messy when the lady wanted to rent a Garfield cat
I know.
online.
She would have been all for that too. It's like, you're gonna feed me meat and cheese? Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah, she'd have been up for that. Yeah, she's kind of hanging out on my lap right now, but my webcam doesn't catch her. And as soon as I talked about it, she left.
Yeah, not if you're going to put me on camera.
Yeah, my webcam's a little too high up, so you don't normally see the cat when she's sitting on my lap.
I think the cat that Ala had climbing in front of her screen was the mama cat because it was gray, and I think the mom cat's the gray one.
No, those are all the kittens.
Oh, okay.
Mama cat is actually like a really gorgeous calico tabby tuxedo mix.
Oh, cool.
Kittens are just all varieties of tabby and tuxedo.
Shane, are you there?
Yep.
Okay, so we can go ahead and start. Ala, your camera's off. All right. So, all right, Shane, I'm going to tell you what your impressions are in order before you're sort of able to figure out what all has happened. Okay. So the first thing is that there are, that there are 6 active magical accumulators that your roots are able to reach. One of them is about a mile down underground. There's also, looking down, there's a group of about 40 Lich Guard that are headed up the street toward you guys. And again, you're seeing that by looking down.
As far as to the left where the other ones came.
Yes, they're coming from the far side of that gate. And so there's a sort of a, that's actually where the wall of the Technomancer, that's where the wall of the Citadel is. It would have been the Technomancer Citadel in y'all's world. And actually in y'all's world, it used to be the wall of the Technomancer Citadel, but it's a cliff now, and none of that applies here. It's just a wall, but over the side of it, there's this battalion of Lich Guard moving.
Well, how far away are they?
They're look to be about 200 feet.
Say 3 rounds, 5 rounds, 10?
Let's call it 5 rounds.
All right.
Okay. Here's what everybody else sees. The lion that was over in the corner of the square suddenly begins to grow. And it grows until it is about 15 feet tall. And it sort of shakes its legs a little bit, looks around, looks over the top of the wall, then tosses its head back and mutters a mighty "Ah!" That's my best Shane scream. Shane, you do it. That's what the lion says.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
That draws the attention of everybody. The troll that's in combat with the three of you guys looks up at the top of the lion and turns and tries to run. So everybody gets an attack on it.
Bite him.
On what now?
The troll is running. Yeah, I mean you were distracted too, clearly looking up at the lion, but the troll tries to run. So all my 14 dexes, Liz, Tovak, Ala, roll to hit.
I hit it for 10 points of damage.
I missed.
Okay, 10 points of damage, and it's still alive. Liz?
I rolled a 14.
I think that's a hit. It's armor class 4. And you are a 3rd level cleric.
I don't think that's
I don't think it does.
Needs a 14.
Oh,
It does
Wow.
need a 14?
Needs a 14, yeah. Cleric, druid, monk, yeah.
Yep.
3 to 4.
Bam.
Armor class 4. Needs a 14. That's it.
Unfortunately, I was changing my weapon out for a flask of oil, so probably what I really did was I threw some oil on it. Hopefully someone else has fire.
Shane, you want to breathe fire on it?
Can I?
You think
Let's
so?
go breathe fire on it.
All right, so you draw
When the
power.
DM asks you, "Do you want to breathe fire on it?" you say yes.
All right, so you concentrate for a moment, drawing power from the 6 magical accumulators that are deep in the earth. You pull that power inward, and then you breathe out fire. Okay, so let's
Going
over to
down the
me.
street.
Yeah. Well, you've got a pretty good angle on it, so we're looking at it here. All right, and now this is where your giant lion is, and so for your lion, we're going to use a great big genie head because
Damn.
that's all I've got. So that's you. So you step sort of this direction, and the troll is right here. Okay. So you breathe fire, torching this building and this building.
And the dead troll that's trying to regenerate, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, both of the trolls are gone. And so this building's simply obliterated. This one's on fire, and this one's on fire.
I feel like this adventure has a theme.
Destroy the place.
It set everything on fire.
Set everything on fire.
It's a story of renewal.
that is a good way to look at it.
Yeah, see, this is good because it's if Liz can't stop you guys from doing destructive stuff, at least she can spin it afterwards, like a cleric, can do.
It's
That's
the
all we
only-
need.
It's the only way I can keep myself sane. Although I am wondering if perhaps this is some kind of a test that Mitra has given me, and whether or not I'm failing it horribly.
It is a test, and you're passing.
Now, the thing is, you already were given the test and you failed, and that's why you're here.
Ah, that does make a lot of sense.
Come on.
I think it's time to beat feet, except we got to get Thibodeau back.
Why?
Yeah. Well, Thibodeau, do you want to breathe water now?
Sure.
Okay, because you can breathe fire, water, earth, or air.
Holy crap. Okay.
All right. So you breathe water now, and that puts out the
At least the
fires. Yeah. Okay, so that puts out those ones, and then we've still got the flirtatiously burning temple on the other side. If you wanted to put that one out too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buildings mainly.
Okay, so you put out the fires on the buildings, and you leave the trolls to burn in their little. I mean, there's nothing left of the trolls. They're just a black spot. The Lich Guard are approaching. So, do you want to fight Lich Guard or retreat or split the party and do both?
I think we're all going to split after they search that magic user, maybe.
I'm gonna start grabbing Lich Guard and throw him on Rocky.
Get the guy that was going to cast spells. See what he's got.
I'm gonna grab the magic user and throw him on Rocky.
Okay.
I want to kind of breathe some earth on the ones that are approaching, maybe slow them down.
Okay, so you breathe earth, and so there's this loud bam, 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 bam sound as boulders vomit forth from Thibodeau's mouth.
Damn, spitting chunks.
How far away? How far away are the Lich Guard?
At this point, they're like 170 feet away down the street. Roll to hit 3 times, Shane.
Any pluses?
Whatever, just your regular dex bonus.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell too.
Okay.
All right, a 15, 13, and a 7.
Okay, the first 2 are both hits. For each one of those, roll 66.
I ain't got that many dice with me.
Holy crap! Maybe we don't need to beat feet.
I don't think we do.
I bet we don't.
I think we need to just unleash the Mecha Godzilla.
21.
Okay, so all right, so then
Mecha Thibodeau. That's awesome.
3, and so then
Mecha like a high, mecha hiney ho.
Tibazilla.
Right. So 5 of the 40 Lich Guard sort of evaporate as your boulders smash into the street, throwing up cobblestones, shards of rock when they break open. So that leaves 35. Also, 2 or 3 innocent bystanders drop, and it takes, with the 7, that takes out a building. And so we're going to make a quick list here. It's tavern, temple, house, wall, and brothel. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna roll a d6 and ignore a 6.
Oh, no 5, no brothel.
No, it's okay. So it's a tavern. So a tavern. With the roll of 7, the tavern that was next to them also suffers major structural damage, and the middle of its roof suddenly sags down dramatically. And
if anybody asks, we're just trying to make the place more like home.
There you go. So that's Thibodeau. And then Rekestric, you were casting a spell?
Sleep.
On whom?
On the Lich Guard.
So far away.
Are they within? What's your range?
240 feet.
That's right. That's the long range one. Okay, so while all of that happens, roll. Okay, so that's all right. So while all of that happens, 2 more of the Lich Guard, just not paying any attention to all of the rocks, shrapnel, collapsing tavern, they lie down and fall asleep.
Are the rest of them still coming?
Right now, they're just sort of buzzing around like bees in a hive. A lot of them, most of them are scattering down the alleyways and basically trying to get off the street. You see one of them taking off his cloak as he goes.
How many bodies can Rocky carry, Max?
3.
So we need to get at least 3 on him.
Start harvesting.
Okay, so you pick up the. Elijah's already been throwing the magic user on there, and then you can throw on 2 more Lich Guard bodies, and head out if you want to.
I want to eat one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you reach down and you eat one.
See if I can add it to my menu.
That is so many bad guy hearts we're leaving on the ground, but I think we should get out of here.
Chop them open. It doesn't take long.
The last time I did that, everybody had a fit.
Everybody did not have a fit.
What about the statue that's in the middle?
The statue of the elephant. What about it?
See if it moves.
No, it's staying there. So are the other lions.
Not if I can help it. I want to push the elephant statue over.
Okay. So
I want it to look like our place.
All right. So you're still sort of chewing on your Lich Guard, and so everyone else sees, so the giant rock lion has now got blood dripping from its jaws, and it reaches over the top of Lethe and pushes over the statue of Goltra, god of trade.
I'm
like-
not deserting the scene, but me and Rocky are edging towards heading out because I don't want to hang around until the rock guard remembers who just fireballed him by accident.
Okay, and there are one or two people now who are standing on nearby roofs of buildings that were not on fire, who are pointing at the lion, and they're saying, "It's the protector of the city."
As we
don't
getting
have
ready to
time
leave, I
for
want
a
to turn
snack.
around and shoot air at any lich guards that are still around.
Okay, there are like 3 or 4 of them that are headed toward the gate. Breathe air at them. All right, one of them blows and tumbles backward. One does not, and one does. Okay, so 2 of them blow back about 20 feet on the street. The third one manages to catch hold of the side of a building. And then as soon as the massive gust of air stops, he chooses to go inside that building.
Okay, I want to scratch my feet like a kitty litter thing, and we'll move out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, unfortunately, you're standing right behind the wall, remember?
Yeah, push it
So
in.
when you kitty litter, you kick a hole through the wall.
Time to go.
And then off you go. So now the problem is, all right, as y'all are going down the street, is that Thibodeau is visible. Anybody who's looking for him is seeing, maybe the top 2 or 3 feet worth of giant redstone lion walking along down the street. Okay.
I'll head out of town for a while.
Okay, so you're going to leave everybody else and just head away?
I'll kind of zigzag the other way and stuff like that. I can make my way around.
Okay, so you're just walking down other streets,
Quickly,
zigzagging around.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right. So, and while you're doing that, you can actually sort of take a look around at what other people are doing on the streets. As far as you can tell, the various Lich Guard forces have basically chosen to retreat. However, somebody who is over in the Imperial Palace has also begun tapping into your magical accumulators underground. So you're starting to feel those being drawn upon by somebody. And you sort of hear in your voice, hear in your head, a voice that says, it's a halfling. And at the same time, you say to yourself, it's a lich. The rest of you guys, while this is going on, what are you doing?
I'm looking at the prisoners that we supposedly rescued.
Okay, yes.
How are they doing?
There's an iron. Well, the iron
Those
snake.
guys.
The iron snake doesn't really have any expression on its face. Hobgoblin with horns looks angry, not at you, just sort of angry in general. The one in the white robes looks confused, and the turtle is looking around going, yes!
Dude.
Were the ogres able to at least break their chains?
Yes, the ogres have broken their chains.
So we should get them to wherever they need to go to.
They said, well, St. Muriel said that we needed to leave the world entirely and that we were going to be rescued and people would help us get out of the world.
Oh, then we need to head out of town too.
Yep,
Yeah.
time to go.
You should come with us if you want to
Let me
live.
make sure I got this mapped right. I know the way back to this dimension's version of that secret dungeon.
Yes.
Okay, that's where we need to go because that's where the gate is.
All right. Meanwhile, off in the distance, you hear, Shane, give me another laugh. That's coming from about 6 or 7 blocks away from where you are.
Matt, I pull out that skull and try and commune with it and see if I can communicate with Shane, with Thibodeau.
No.
Okay.
Whoa, yes, you can.
Because I
No,
thought it was a little mini accumulator.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So all of a sudden, Shane, you hear Elijah talking to you.
And I just say, Thibodeau, follow us when you think it's the right time.
Follow us.
We're leaving the world. We're leaving the world.
Yeah. Thibodeau reply, how the fuck do I know where you're going right now?
You can stand up on your hind legs and put your paws up on a building and look over and see where they are.
Can I pee on them? No.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping the skull would give him a beacon or a vector.
Yes, actually. So now that you're, see, what's happening is that Elijah is using something that's connected to a magical accumulator, Shane. So actually, it's almost like a little blinker. You know exactly where that is.
Bing, bing, bing,
and you think to yourself, huh? That's interesting. I bet that lich knows exactly where they are too.
Uh-oh.
Do I know how to turn this off?
That's the problem.
Okay.
All right. So you guys, Elijah starts leading everybody. I mean, it's pretty easy because all you have to do is backtrack the blue mist from your skull. And so you start leading everybody in the direction of the magical accumulator. Shane, you're able to figure out where they're headed to. They're headed to one of your 6 magical accumulators.
Do I know where the lich is?
You know that he's somewhere around the Imperial Palace, and that is a long way away.
Okay. Then I will kitty jump over some buildings real quick and beat them there.
Okay. And yeah, the lich has begun moving very quickly in y'all's direction. He feels like he's probably airborne.
He's a wuss. Oh, I will go hide behind a building. I'm going to jump him like a cat.
Okay, so you jump. It's a boing, boing, boing. You go over 3 buildings. And roll a d20 3 times. Don't roll a 1 anytime.
Ooh, 19.
Okay. You get over the first one.
19, that's pretty good.
You get over the next one.
Oh, damn, another 19. That's crazy.
All right. So you didn't just jump over those buildings. You went over those buildings with style.
Look, I'm a cat.
Right. So you're standing over. What you're next to is a thing it looks like it's made of clay. It's kind of like 3 tentacles that rise up and hold inside them a ball of magical blue energy that's being pulled up from the roots of the earth by the particular kind of magic that's used here at this time. Okay. And that's what everybody else is headed toward.
I'm going to kind of like hide like a cat.
All right, so you put your paws out. Hang on a second.
I'm either going to spring on the lich or jump in a hole, whatever.
Well, the lich is not close enough to cause a major concern right at this point. So yeah, so you put your paws out like this, and you do the whole sort of scrunch forward thing. Like
Does he do the butt wiggle?
Ooh, I can roll on my back.
Yeah, if he's really a cat, all he has to hide is his face, and he thinks all.
Wait a minute, I can clean myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. I got it.
All right, so 15.
Airball.
15-foot Shane is licking his butt at the time that you guys arrive. He's got one leg way up in the air.
I didn't know it could do that.
So.
I did not need to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Cats do it
feel
every
about
day.
any of this right now.
Oh man!
So Thibodeau turns into the divine guardian of the city.
Yeah.
Who can
got a
breathe
hairball.
every element. And what does he do? Licks his own butt.
Sounds like a perfect cat.
He's actually a cat.
Yep.
Definitely channeling the feline spirit, no doubt.
Okay, so you guys arrive at the accumulator, and as I said, there's Thibodeau. What do you do?
Damn, you're here already?
I've been through this thing twice. Do I have any understanding of how to go through it and use it as a portal back to our world?
You jump in holding the skull. Now, you have been holding the skull every time you've done it. You don't know whether other people need to be holding the skull or what, because you've never gone through it with another person.
Couldn't we lock elbows?
Let's hold hands.
All of you except for Thibodeau.
I'll put a paw.
Okay, so Thibodeau puts
Grab his tail.
Yeah, exactly. Take it to hell here.
Yeah,
Right,
and use Rocky as a thread.
All right, so you got Rocky, and then
Purgatory.
Purgatory climbs up on
And the prisoners.
Rekestric's back. The prisoners. Dang, see, for convenience, you could have kept them chained together.
And the ogres. Bring the ogres. Huh.
You gonna bring the ogres?
And all those bodies?
Do they want to go?
They don't understand what's going on. They're busy just looking up at Thibodeau.
The only body I need is the casters. If we're leaving. Because I'm not ever getting the other 9/10 of that spell now.
Nope. All right, we'll take the ogres. Why not?
All right.
Hey, hold my hand.
And so, what do you do?
Once we're all linked, I hold the skull and step through.
Okay. So all of you,
Waddle together towards the portal.
yeah, you feel yourselves sort of.
You do the prison walk.
Hold on to my beard.
You're sucked through the portal, all together, and you end up everybody smushed together in a 30 by 30 room. And so Thibodeau occupies about half of that. Everybody is basically, I mean, you've actually got, Rocky's, up on top of a couple of you, sort of moving his legs around, can't get purchase on anything.
I can't breathe.
Who's near the door?
It turns out that
door?
Tovak is actually the one who's next to the door.
This
Thank
is like
God.
Time Bandits.
Oh, that's awesome. The only person who can open a locked door is next to
So
it.
convenient. Wait, watch me roll 6. It's not a 6, it's a 4.
Okay.
It's fine.
So
He kicks the door open.
you all, even those of you who can't see because of other people being smushed up against you, hear the familiar sound of a door being kicked open by Tovak's dwarven boot. It has a distinctive sound to it. That's definitely a Tovak door opening. And everything, the smushing inward gets a little bit better by the volume of one dwarf. And so after that, Liz is able to sort of elbow walk out from under Rocky and get out, whereupon Rocky's now able to sort of work his way down. Rocky gets out. He gets stuck a little bit in the doorway because he's got 4 bodies stacked up on him, or 3 bodies stacked up on him. But he manages, then he sort of pops through. Then Purgatory the Badger suddenly runs over the top of everybody, which scratches Lethy's face. And then the giant badgers out of there, and then the rest of you, except for Thibodeau, are all able to get out of the way. Thibodeau, of course, is too large to go through the door.
I'll go back to licking myself.
Okay, well, that when you stick your leg up, that actually hits the ceiling, and a rock falls on you, and
Ooh, a toy!
you take 1 hit point of damage.
I don't know how we're going to get him out of there.
At the moment, Shane, you have 40 hit points over the top of your regular ones that, as they're expended, you don't get them back.
Okay.
But they won't dig into your hit points until then. So you take 1 hit point from a falling rock.
Can Thibodeau talk?
No, he could.
I can roar.
Okay.
He can make
You can understand us, but I don't know if you can talk.
Well, I can use my longsword to speak with animals.
Oh,
Ooh.
dude.
Animal.
All right.
You can.
Yeah, he'll
By
work.
the power of elven might, I compel you to speak to me, giant Thibodeau. Cat.
These guards are crunchy.
Yeah.
Could we establish if the
So he
Lich
says-
is still on your radar?
Well, hang on. So he says these guards are crunchy. That's what you said, right, Shane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it's definitely Thibodeau. He's eating.
All right, and then and then you wanted to ask Thibodeau a question via Allah, correct, Jim Hazeltine?
Well, I'm not sure if Lethy knows enough to ask the question, but Jim Hazeltine definitely wants somebody to ask if the Lich is still on anybody's accumulator radar.
All right, so
I can check the skull.
the
There you
thing
go.
is, Shane, that you are no, the skull's not going to give you much information about that, but Shane knows that there is the only working magical accumulator right at the moment is the one that's like a mile deep, and that means that you are slowly losing power, and it is not being accessed by anyone else right now.
Feeling the loss of power, do I feel like I am shrinking?
You feel like you are shrinking, and you feel like you are losing those temporary hit points, but it's pretty slow process.
I might be here a while.
Do
I will
we know where
explain
we
that.
are in our world? Have we been to this?
30 by 30 room.
No, I mean, do we recognize it? I mean, I know the way out because I've been here.
Yes, you have.
Okay. That's what I just want to make sure.
Okay, time out.
This is your room.
Do these Lich Guards have the amulets?
They have amulets.
Do they look like the ones we are
Not
familiar with?
not exactly.
Oh, shit.
There's just couple minor differences in detail.
If you need to, throw them in the accumulator.
Do we
No,
get
wait,
pranked?
that's bad. Wait. No, that's bad because then the lich will find the portal and get here. Okay, no.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, the lich is going to know where the portal is because the portal's just one of those accumulators. It's just that it's functioning. And you're next. Oh, that's the other thing, Shane, is that there is another accumulator that's functioning. It's the one that's in the room with you. So it's that one plus the other one.
Now, is it something in the room or is it the skull we keep talking about?
Something in the room. This is the thing. It's identical to the one that you all jumped into in the other world. It's the sort of clay. I'll show you. I can even show you the mini of it. It looks like this, only obviously a lot bigger.
Cool.
Right. So there's one of those in the room, and it's about 10 feet tall, probably.
We could get rid of it.
How do we get rid of it?
I could probably break it.
That might
Can you
have
eat
a
it?
catastrophic effect.
I wonder what it
Catastrophic.
tastes like. Oh, catastrophic.
So I'll ask Thibodeau if he wants to willingly let the power tap out quicker so he can shrink and get out of this room and we can beat feet, because if we destroy it, we can't come back and use it again either.
Okay,
I think I understood like half of what you said, but hey, Thibodeau, you want to fart until you get small?
Okay.
If that's the plan, I'm leaving the area.
Oh, come on.
We're out of here.
It smells like Lich Guard.
I'll wait for you at the top of the stairs.
All right. So you're managing.
I've got this mapped. It's a straight run out.
You've got a mix of elemental air and earth going. Thibodeau.
We're here.
A little dusty, huh?
Yeah. So you start blowing dust out of your ass, and everybody else runs because it's this massive whirlwind of dust billowing down the hallway behind you guys as you run at top speed, following Elijah and Rocky. Rocky's actually moving faster than Elijah even.
Probably PTSD for Rocky.
Yeah, and
Literally, the first question I asked him in chat was, "Can you fire rainbows out of your butt?"
And the answer is no. He can.
Nope.
Dust, however,
Dust storm he got.
huge quantities of dust. So you get to the outside, and the sort of sense of general shaking in the vicinity dies down. And after a few minutes, a terracotta lion walks out. It's about 4 feet tall now.
Oh, Tibbs, you're so tiny and cute. You're just like your real self now.
Except a giant clay cat.
There's not really much of a difference.
Yeah. Excellent point.
The
It
nose
means a lot of things.
the nose of the terracotta lion, however, is a little snub halfling nose right at the end of it. So it is.
Oh, damn.
It's beginning to change form, and you have lost all those extra hit points, Thibodeau.
It's beginning to look a lot like Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Let's
Get out
head
of here. Yeah.
All right, so the four prisoners are looking around and they're saying, "It didn't work. We're back in. We're still here." And then they look behind them and they're like, "Oh my God!"
Well, come on.
There ought to be buildings all over the place here.
Yeah.
What happened? There's just this huge
This
pile
is
of
our
rock.
world.
We did not do this.
Oh, we did some of this.
We're just trying to replicate it everywhere we go.
We did as much of it in your world as we could.
Yeah.
We tried our hardest.
We were on a mission from God. Things happened.
Yeah, well, we were told we were needed in this world so that there'd be another cleric of Saint Muriel, because the one that's in white sort of raises his hand.
Oh boy.
Oh, dude, I'm a cleric. Cool.
Huh.
So,
Huh.
So wait, he knows what's up?
No, he has no idea.
Maybe Lethe should call
So,
the
Ray.
boss.
okay, so yeah, get on the God phone and see
All right,
if I
so
can
you-
get a hold of Muriel.
Did you see that?
I'm telling you, I think you practiced.
Yeah, yes, I did.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah, it's a get off the God phone. She's expressing amazement, guys.
Okay. Good.
She was pro our strategy.
I am Muriel Thunderfist.
Yes. Yes. All right. Humoring her now. Just hang on. We'll get to the actual facts in a minute. All right. Yes. Mighty deity.
Yes. We kicked ass.
So was this the outcome you were looking for? We have these four.
Was this at all close?
Are we in the ballpark here?
Yeah, I needed them rescued. I needed them, brought over here so that they'd be safe. And see, that way we've got somebody to run the little chapel of Saint Muriel that the dwarf is building for us. Not your dwarf.
And okay, so who are they?
Well, they're like you. They're just, one's a metal snake and one's a hobgoblin with horns.
These aren't like us at all.
Right. So
Wait.
which one is like which one of us?
Well, they're all sort of mixed together, really.
I'm pretty sure she just pranked us so she could get another follower over here. Because there's like 3 of them.
So the guy in the robes, that's the other follower?
No, really, they're a lot like you. Yeah, the good one in the robes is the follower.
Okay, so assuming they're combinations,
The
so
good one in the robes.
who's like who?
They're all just sort of a mix of you guys. They have the same kind of destiny.
I'm
They-
gonna
who's
ask
the
if
fucking
any of them are
snake?
hungry.
To burn the
I
town
was gonna
down?
say, we want to know
Guys,
who the snake is.
I don't
who the
think it's
turtle
us.
is.
I really don't think it's us at all. I think they're just other adventurers.
They collapsed a bridge.
They're other destructive adventurers.
They're-
I'm gonna
They're at
find
least
out.
our
I'm gonna ask them which
spiritual,
one's
yeah.
hungry.
The snake's hungry.
there you go.
Snake's hungry? That's my bud right there.
All right.
Well, you said the robed guy looked like me, right?
But he's the follower.
Let me go get the
Snake
snake a high
Mario?
five.
Okay. All right. So the large terracotta lion goes over and baps the snake on its the iron snake on its head.
That's
my
sign of
bud.
affection.
Yeah,
Oops,
the iron snake goes and hides in a hole.
Dude.
Yeah.
Does it go "Eee!" as it goes?
Eat it back.
Because if it does that, then it's definitely Timmy.
All right, and so it being 8:00, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. And we are, I guess, not. Let's see. You're not able to game next week, right, Ala? Okay.
That's correct.
If everyone else is, that'll still give us enough people to game next
I'm
week.
out.
You're out. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll skip next week, and then the week after that, we'll go ahead and game again.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
2 weeks.
Good deal.
DM recharge break.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Everybody wave.
Thanks
Thanks,
everyone
Matt.
who's watching.
Bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
y'all.